applications of derivatives. What are the applications we are going to study? So the application and you are going to use the concept derivative in various practical other aspect, geometrical aspect, in the case of maybe graphical aspect, and daily life also. Okay, so applications, make sure we are going to study five different applications. Number one, the rate of change. So when we say rate of change, it is rate of change of any quantity with respect to any quantity. Yeah, you learned in chapter 5 how to differentiate a function with respect to another function. Something like that. So rate of change அப்படின்னா இதுதான். In physics, you have studied various rate of changes. Yeah, rates. I should say rates of change. Rates of change என்னென்ன படிச்சிருக்கீங்க? நிறைய படிச்சிருக்கீங்க. 11th இருந்து பார்க்க போனால் rate of change of displacement is velocity. Then continue. Rate of change of velocity is what is called acceleration. Am I right? Correct சொல்றேனா? Physics. Rate of change of momentum, that's called force, and so on. Now in 12th standard, if you are doing, I don't know what you are doing, electric current. Electric current is rate of change of charge or rate of flow of charge, dq by dt. So ella நிறைய rate of change you will be doing throughout physics. So they are all applications of derivatives. Okay. The second one is purely mathematical. So it's called increasing and decreasing intervals. So that is the second application. So increasing, decreasing intervals in various functions. In various functions. Functions, can anybody recall or remember how many different functions I used to tell you? Right from chapter 5, continuity. Yamurka, the 21 basic. 21. 11th standard chapter 2, 7. 11th standard chapter 3, trigonometry, 6. 12th standard inverse trigonometry, 6. In chapter 5, exponential and logarithm, 2. That makes total 21 different functions. And you also in chapter 1 you have studied composite. You can compose different functions, yeah, one into other. So நிறைய இந்த மாதிரி composite function and composite எல்லாத்துமே you should analyze the intervals where a function is increasing in the sense has an upward trend in the graph, decreasing downward trend in graph. So that is called the increasing decreasing interval. Thirdly, we have another application purely with regard to coordinate geometry, finding equations of tangents and normals to various curves. And fourth application is approximation. Approximation will be a very useful exercise for you. It helps you to derive shortcut for any square root, even any cube root, any fourth root, or any rational power, power 2 by 3, power 3 by 2, anything you can do. Okay, in fact, 1 or 2 minutes can give the answer for all these things. Hmm? For any decimal number also. And the last application, number 5, is measuring maxima and minima. Discovering the maxima and minima of different functions. It can be functions related to mathematics, or it can be any kind of practical life related activity. You can discover the cost of some event and how to minimize the cost, how to maximize profit. Different varieties of life related application will also be there, geometrical also and practical situation also. Okay, so this is the overall application categories. So let us go to the very first exercise, rate change. Rate change ல என்ன இருக்கு? Let us take question number 1 from exercise 6.1. Question number 1 from exercise 6.1. So I have pasted it already on the board. Start solving. Find rate of change. So rate of change is the application. We are talking about exercise 6.1. We have to find rate of change of area with respect to, so W or T, with respect to radius R. So you have to find the rate of change. So rate of change of area with respect to radius. Radius, they have mentioned a symbol R. For area, you can make your own symbol, isn't it? And what is the shape involved? It is a circle. Very easy. So you already know the area of circle, pi r square. So you just have to mention, we know that area of circle. Okay, let us give a symbol, uppercase A, it is pi r square. Rate of change of area with respect to radius, give a name. What is that? dA with respect to dr. So dA by dr. So you can differentiate with respect to r. It's very easy. Pi r square derivative is 2 times r. Yeah, there is no further chain rule because you are differentiating with respect to r only, and then you stop with 2r. That's all. R square derivative with respect to d by dr of r square. Done. 2 pi r only. But they have given you 2 subdivision. In subdivision A, measurement of R is given. So that implies dA by dr will have a different value. This is overall 2 pi r, isn't it? So 2 pi, substitute the value of r 3 centimeter, you get 6 pi. But here you have to be very careful, just as you are careful in physics. What is the units you will write? What is the units you will write? SI unit. Say irukadhu, unit you will write. Yeah, what unit you will apply. Alagal. Numerator is area. dA has same unit as area, which is centimeter square. dr also will have same unit as r radius, which is centimeter. So if you make dA by dr, the unit will be centimeter square by centimeter. What is the answer? So it should be 6 by centimeter is the correct unit of dA by dr. Please understand. There are doubt dA by dr, centimeter square by centimeter. For subdivision B, they asked you to apply value 4 centimeter. So dA by dr. Answer is common. Yeah, variable. In terms of variable, it is 2 pi only. You are only substituting value for r. So now you get the answer 8 pi. 8 pi unit centimeter. Take care of the unit with focus. Adukku mark allotment undu. Okay, so next one. Next one, I'm going to take up question number 3. After 3 and after 4, let us come back to 2. Any doubt with respect to question 1? With regard to 1, we move the board. This is one chapter where you are going to have long answer question. Pi is a coefficient. Pi r square. Pi is a coefficient. Question number 3. The radius of a circle is increasing uniformly at the rate of 3 centimeter per second. Find the rate at which the area of the circle is increasing. This is a totally different situation, different from question number 1. Question number 1, recall what they had asked very clearly, rate of change of area. So change of area is dA, but with reference to radius only. So we made it dA by dr, and unit was centimeter square by centimeter, and the answer unit is centimeter. Now it is totally different. It is completely like physics. Okay. The change is happening at the speed of 3 centimeter per second. So with reference to, what do you mean by second? Second is a unit of time. So with respect to time, you have to take the rate of change. So rate of change from the given unit, you get to understand that the rate of change is happening. Okay, rate of change, you have to understand rate of change measured with respect to time factor. Because the unit, from the unit we understand. So radius is changing. So what is given then in this question? Radius changing is dr, and with reference to time, so dt, dr by dt, the speed is given as 3 centimeter per second. Okay, so radius per sec 3 centimeter increase are the, find the rate at which area is also increasing. So your job is to find rate of change of area. And how will you put it in mathematical symbol? What is the symbol for rate of change of area? Change of area, but rate with respect to time. So dA by dt, this is what you have to discover. And when they have given you numerical value of radius at last, so that is to be substituted at last. And the shape you are discussing is circle. So you start. We know that area of circle you are familiar. Give a symbol, uppercase A, pi r square, okay, 4 centimeter square. Therefore, take derivative with respect to t. Be very careful. This is the first question you are taking derivative with respect to time. ரொம்ப focused governing. Right side derivative. Pi is a constant coefficient. R square derivative 2r. R square derivative 2r. Continue. Chain rule for r, because your derivative is not with respect to r but with respect to t. Adanal dr by dt terminology here very important. Sorry. So this is very important to write chain rule dr by dt. So this step is the highlight. So note panni. Now you can discover, because both values required for right hand side, they are given. They are given. R value, yes, given 10. Dr by dt, adum given. Yeah, speed 3 centimeter per second. So 2 pi is coefficient. R given as 10. Dr by dt also given. And now complete the unit. dA centimeter square by dt, time in seconds only, centimeter square per second. So the answer is 60 pi centimeter square per second. Now you translate into words. Rate of change of area. All right. It's complete. Okay. Don't try to substitute for pi and all that. No. You have to leave that in symbols only. So do not get into decimal simplification. That is not at all your task. So take care, you are observing every step and you are capable of venturing independently, noting the unit, noting the statements clearly. Can we move to the next one? Yeah, next one, question number 4 I am pasting here, and then we will move to the leftover one, number 2. Yeah, go through the statement. An edge of a variable cube is increasing at the rate of 3 centimeter per sec. How fast is the volume of the cube increasing when the edge is 10 cm long? So quickly grasp what are the highlight points. The first thing is the shape. It is a cube. And what is this 3 centimeter per second? It is the rate of change of edge of cube. Edge otherwise means the side, any one side of the cube. And the question is how fast. How fast means you have to find the rate of change of volume. Okay, but with respect to what? Did you analyze with respect to what? They have not mentioned. There is a per second time factor is there, no? So you should understand with respect to time, you have to do the rate of change of volume. So get ready, write solution. So we know, what do we know? The volume of cube formula. So in case if required, you have to go through, revise all the formula for the shapes, different solid and 2D shapes, triangle, trapezium, parallelogram, areas, perimeter, volume, என்ன வேணுமோ ரிவைஸ் பண்ணிக்கோ. Volume of cube we know it is x cube, where x is the edge of cube, where x is edge of cube. And also given, what are things given? Edge increasing at rate. That means dx with respect to time, dx by dt is given as 3 centimeter per second. Centimeter per second. And what you have to find out? To find what? Rate of change of volume with respect to time, dv by dt. So start writing the formula. V is x cube. Now take rate of change, differentiate. It is not differentiate with respect to x. Be careful. Differentiate with respect to time factor. அதை ஞாபகத்தில் வச்சுக்கணும். So what we get is dv by dt on left side, 3 times x square, chain rule, don't forget, dx by dt also. Now apply the values, use x equal to 10 centimeter, apply the rate change, dx by dt is 3 centimeter per sec, substitute, you get the numerical value of rate of change of volume. So 3 times 10 square into 3 centimeter. So the rate of change of volume will become centimeter cube per second. So you can easily see the value is 900 centimeter cube per second. சரியா? So 900 centimeter cube அது அப்படியே விட்டுறணும். And at last you can make a sentence or word. These are all word problems, story problem. So write the answer, rate of change of volume or rate of increase in volume. Particularly கேட்டாங்க நினைக்கிறேன். Yeah, it is rate of increase in volume, and then you write this number. Complete பண்ணி. The following question is question number 2. I am going to do the note பண்ணிண்டா. Can I move the board? Paste the next question. Question number 2. The volume of a cube, they have given you the volume of a cube is increasing at the rate. They have given you 8 centimeter per second. How fast is the surface area increasing when the length of edge is 12 centimeter? This is a very different category of problem. Yeah, they are moving from one quantity to another quantity, but both with respect to time factor. Both are with respect to time factor. There is volume of cube, increasing rate is given. So let us write in the solution what are all things given. Rate of increase of volume. rate of increase of volume of cube. So we can give a name for it, dV by dt. How do you know it is dt? Because of the per second information. You get information that it is with respect to time. Otherwise, we don't know. Yeah, they have not used any word other than per second. So 8 centimeter cube per sec, it is the rate of increase in volume. Question now, how fast is surface area increasing also? So to find, what is that? You have to find rate of increase in surface area. Surface area, let us make a symbol for that. Uppercase yes. So rate of change means it is change in yes ds with respect to time dt. So this is what we are asked to find. What else is given? In given list you can make length of edge is 12 centimeter. To be applied at last. Yeah. Now first, what is that we want to find out? We know expression for surface area. We know the surface area of cube. Are you remembering all of you? All of you? Surface area means the cube comes with 6 faces. Yeah, 6 faces. Each face has got surface area x square. So surface area of cube S is equal to 6x square. So we want to find ds by dt, which is 12x. Be careful, chain rule varnu get dx by dt. Don't forget. So mark it as result 1. What are you observing here? What is the main observation? The term dx by dt that appears is not mentioned in the question. Value kuduthirka illa. Dx by dt, that what is the meaning of dx by dt physically? Rate of increase of edge. Rate of increase of edge is not at all mentioned in the question. So keep it as equation number 1. But we know something else is given. dv by dt is given. So let us move. Let us go to. We also know. So we know that volume of cube, how much we know. X cube. Rate of change also we know on both sides. Take the rate change dv by dt. RHS will be 3x squared. Chain rule varno dx by dt. So this becomes result 2. Okay. So here we are given measurement of the edge, that is x equal to 12. We know the value of that is LHS dv by dt 8. So with the help of equation 1 and 2, we will be in a position to find out surface area rate change ds by dt. How it is possible? Very simple. Divide result 1 by result 2. How do you divide the results? Can anyone say? Left hand side and left hand side to be divided. So ds by dt Denominator whole divided by dv by dt. This is LHS divided by LHS. Then what about the RHS divides RHS 12x dx by dt, here 3x squared times dx by dt. Are you understanding now the purpose of division? dx by dt தெரியாதுல்ல because that will get cancelled. dx by dt. So that is thoroughly getting cancelled. One factor x also getting cancelled. Now you got cross multiply, take dv by dt across. So you get ds by dt is 12, dv by dt goes to numerator, denominator that is 3x. Is this understood till here?
Sir, we can simplify even 12 by 3 also.
அதெல்லாம் பண்ண போறோம். இந்த ஆபரேஷன் இதுவரை புரியுறதா? இப்போ நம்ம dv by dt சப்ஸ்டிடியூட் பண்ணணும், x சப்ஸ்டிடியூட் பண்ணணும், எல்லாமே சிம்பிளிஃபை கண்டிப்பா பண்ணணும். So how did we arrive at ds by dt? We wanted ds by dt. That was the question. How did we arrive? Why did we divide? Because we do not have any information about this term dx by dt. We have to get rid of dx by dt. அதுக்காக வேண்டிதான் நம்ம என்ன பண்ணியிருக்கிறோம்? LHS and LHS, RHS and RHS. We have divided so that dx by dt term is getting cancelled off. And we know information, we know everything. X theorem, value of x theorem, dv by dt theorem, only dx by dt to be found. So that can be done easily by cross multiply. So from students, I want to gather how the differentiation part and dividing one equation by the other. Are you understanding the procedure? And till here, ds by dt 12 dv by dt by 3x. இதுவரை புரியுறதா? And those who want to write down, please write down also the solution if you have not copied sufficiently. Can complete copying till here also, and then I can substitute the numerical values. Only dv by dt you have to substitute 8, x only you should substitute 12. And do not get into decimal simplification. That is not required. Leave it as whatever kind of proper, improper fraction, whatever comes in the simplest form, leave it. Any pi is there, don't substitute for pi. Mandatory rules you have to keep up. Substitute பண்ணலாமா? Fine. Therefore, ds by dt. So it is 12. dv by dt value is 8 and 3. X value is also 12, isn't it? Yeah, x value 12 then. So directly you can cancel off 12 and 12. 8 by 3. I told you don't engage in decimal part and all that. Simply 8 by 3. But concentrate on units. Numerator surface area, area, so centimeter square with respect to time. So remember that, and finally write in words what is that form. It is rate of increase in surface area. Okay, So doubt agumili rate of increase in surface. Yeah, can I go ahead paste the next question? Question number 5. Yeah, a stone is dropped into a quiet lake, then waves move in circles at the speed 5 cm per second. Then at the instant when radius of the circular wave is 8 centimeter, how fast is the enclosed area increasing? என்ன சொல்ல வர்றாங்க? So you know how a quiet lake responds. Yeah, just some water, quiet lake, and they are saying another. A stone is dropped. Stone drop on and now, you know, ripples will form. That story only is going on now. So that means what is happening as the ripples are formed? The radius is expanding. Yeah, the radius is expanding on all sides. So because radius is expanding, what is happening? Enclosed area. So enclosed area is also expanding. Circle. Okay. So that's what they are asking. Now, how fast is the enclosed area increasing? If the R, so radius in the speed la pochunnaka 5 centimeters per sec speed pochunna area enna? Very simple question. Very direct. So we know that area of circle. Yeah. We know area of circle capital A pi r square. Done. Now take rate of change with respect to time on both sides. So you get pi times 2r times chain rule dr by dt. That's very important. That means 2r dr by dt. All values are available. You can substitute pi into 2 into radius given when the radius is 8 centimeter given dr by dt, that is what is 5 centimeter per second speed. So you can make write a note there. Given radius speed of radius meaning another dr by dt is 5 is given. So we are substituting. So once you substituted all value, you got the answer. Very simple. Write the answer. I told you in simple form 80 pi and mark the unit for area, unit for time. Centimeter square per second. This is the rate of increase in area. Rate of increase in area. Any doubt for yet to take down, complete your copying work. I'm copying question number 7 and I'm going to paste it here. Can I move on? You can see I have skipped one question, which means number 6 mark pannikalam. You can do on your own. This is question number 7. The length x of a rectangle is decreasing at the rate of 5 centimeter per minute. The width y is increasing at the rate 4 centimeter per minute. Then they have given you value when X mean length. Length is 8 centimeter and width is 6 centimeter. You have to find rate of change. Rates of change of, there are two quantities for which you have to find rate change. The first quantity perimeter, second quantity area. So we need to do one by one. Recall first of all, as I told you, in order. First, understand the shape properly, understand the quantities properly. Okay, அதுக்கான formulas, expressions என்னென்ன அதெல்லாம் gather பண்ணிக்கணும். Perimeter for rectangle, what it is, 2 times length and 2 times breadth. Yeah, twice L plus B you must have done in lower grades. Area of rectangle, it's an easy task, length times breadth. So all are familiar ones, but my only thing is I'm just asking you to recall. And then what do you mean by, there are two things, width is increasing. So far you were only dealing with increase, right? From question number 1 till 5, all questions we solved, we were talking about the increase only. But here for the first time you are getting this word decreasing. Yeah, the length is decreasing, he says. So there is one particular clue you have to understand here. Note panni. Are you ready taking down? Increasing rate of change. Increasing rate of change. This is to be treated as positive. The opposite, decreasing rate of change, ஒருவேளை கொடுத்திருந்தாங்க, like in this case they have given decreasing rate of change கொடுத்தாங்க, then you should understand it is negative. So please ensure that this is applied. So from this, what do we understand? The given quantities you write with the proper convention of the sign. So length to x, rate change means dx by dt. Value given is 5 centimeter per minute. Okay, but I'm telling you x is decreasing, length is decreasing, therefore this has to be negative 5 centimeter per minute. So this is an important point that you are applying. Yeah, increasing and decreasing. Similarly, what is else is given? Width is increasing only. So y dy by dt, that is positive 4 only. 4 centimeter per minute. Okay. So with respect to time, they have given per second under the change per minute they made. So note that also. And of course, given values of x and y as 8 and 6. Till here, are you comfortable? There is a sign convention. The sign convention proper apply panninatha, you will get to know the final result. You are going to get in correct magnitude and sign. Okay, almost it is like physics. So there is a magnitude involved, there is a sign factor involved, there is units involved. Ellame correct ah poganum. So let us work on the first subdivision. What is the first subdivision? What is the rate of change in perimeter? Make a subtitle, rate of change. in perimeter. So write the expression for perimeter, twice x plus twice breadth. Now take rate change, so you are differentiating. Therefore, dp by dt of left side, RHS very simple, term by term, you are going to differentiate 2 times dx by dt plus 2 times dy by dt only. Okay. Now, right side, what are all the quantities? All values are available. Simply you can substitute dx by dt, we have minus 5. And for dy by dt, we have the value 4. So it is negative 10 plus 8. So the answer is negative 2. That is sign and magnitude. And what about the unit? Unit will be also centimeter per minute, because perimeter measured in centimeter only. Okay. This is in symbol. This is okay. In words, how will you write it? In words. Words la eppadi போடுறது? See, நல்ல கவனிங்க. I wrote rate of change. Are you understanding? I did not mention whether change அப்படினக்க whether it is increase or whether it is decrease. I didn't mention. Okay, increase or the decrease or the தெரியல. So I have mentioned in general rate of change. Please understand the importance of every word. But at the end result, after calculating, substituting minus 5, 4 and all that, I'm getting minus 2. Now after looking at the sign negative, what is the conclusion I get? What conclusion you will get? உங்களுக்கு புரியறது இல்லையா? மைனஸ் வந்தா என்ன மீனிங் அப்போ? It is decreasing. எது decreasing? What are we discussing? Perimeter. அப்போ perimeter is decreasing. So we cannot write the word increasing. அப்போ you have to finally go for a verbal. அந்த sentence எழுதுறப்போ என்ன எழுதணும்? So rate of decrease in perimeter. But once again, don't write negative. Rate of decrease in perimeter is 2 centimeter per minute only. Just like they mentioned in the first line, the rate of decrease in length, rate of decrease in x is 5. Yeah, they will not mention the once decrease minus product. So note all these things. These are very important conventions while writing the sentence statement wise and symbol wise. So perimeter conclusion, what we have given, subdivision A we have completed, the rate of decrease. And what made us conclude that word decrease? What gave us that conclusion? Because the answer became 8 minus 10, we got answer negative 2. So rate change negative item pro, we got the understanding that it is rate of decrease and not increase. Is that clear to everybody? Thank you.